helped you guys plan for your future when you were younger?
When I was young, I was a working singer. So at the age of 10. And I always knew that I wanted to do things, that were fun and exciting like that. So that helped me find focus because I had mentors.
Wow. What about you?
I grew up in the middle of nowhere, like 2 houses and then 5 miles of nothing. So it's just something, and super poor. And so that was a motivation. Is they say education, it really is everything. And my mom used to have this saying, if you want to be a bum, you'll be an educated bum. So, just wanted to have a better life. And as far as, what to do, my recommendation to you guys, do whatever makes you happy. If there's something you do that makes you happy, try to figure out a way to make a living doing it.
And hang out with people that do things that you like in that area. Don't let people steer you into areas you don't want to go just for money. And if you're good at something, find that way. That's what I did.
And speaking of like work ethic and stuff like that, what skill would you think that helped you the most in work or maybe in school?
I've always been a hard worker. I had a father that told us that just because you're girls, make your own money. And that's what drove all of my sisters are hard workers and everything. I come from a family of 8, and it's 4 and 4 split, and both sides make cash. So then he said, after you make your own money, do what you love.
Keep at it. Don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. You just keep chipping away at it, and eventually, if it's something you really want, you'll eventually get there. In varying degrees. And another thing, recognize the things you do well. Yes. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be this. And it's like, those are no different than a football player, an NFL guy, or a top pop star. Every influence you hear made it big. 10,000 others didn't go anywhere with it.
But that doesn't mean they're not just as good as far as I'm concerned.
Right. Exactly.
And they don't have something to offer.
Yeah. But, like I said, do what makes you happy.
That's it.
And were you guys both college graduates or
Yes.
both? So what college you guys go to?
Good.
Berkeley and Stanford.
Wow.
So you were.
But now that's not fair because I had an eidetic memory and I had a car accident when I was 20. So I could learn something instantly and recall it. Right. So they said, my other, well, that's not fair. You don't have to study, but I did. So that's a little bit different. And he went to Berkeley.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's pretty amazing. So how?
I went there from the Navy. I went to the Navy first, and the Navy paid for it.
Oh,
yeah.
Heavy. So how would you say that college shaped your path and how you succeed today?
College shaped my path was because I went to Berkeley as a gifted student in music.
Berkeley Music
School. So at the age of 10, I was invited. And there I had my first mentor, who was Charles Moffett, a famous jazz musician, who had an amazing work ethic. He taught us that no matter what you do in music, if you love that, if it's not what you love, find what you love and attack that.
Exactly.
And he goes, and don't let money be the driving force, because then you'll succeed no matter what. Because you will have done what you loved, and you know that you'll excel in it.
Exactly.
So
absolutely. Yes.
that was his, oath to us, that to steer us in different ways that inspired us. So
Life is not about money.
but it has to be now because everything's so expensive.
Well, enough to live.
Right.
But these people that wander around striving for taking every last dollar and have billions. What about the rest of us?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. For yourself, how would college, guide your path to success?
Probably the single greatest thing I gathered from college was, and I'm becoming worse as I'm getting older, but just whatever you start, finish it. I've got a really bad thing.
No, okay, whatever you start,
But,
you finish,
yeah,
but I
whatever you
think
start, you
passion is
finish.
everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a passion for something, and family members tend to steer their children where they're going to make the most money.
Right.
And that's hard because they want you to succeed. I understand you want, but is my child happy?
Right.
That's the most important thing, that I'm
Exactly.
going to lift you up as a parent
Yep.
and teach you to go in your path. We have children. We're doing that right now. What makes you happy? Right? And we're supporting that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the first and only thing you have to know, as far as I'm concerned, is what you want to do and what inspires you.
And that was actually perfect because our next question was going to be for us. Like, what do you think students our age should focus on for a stable future? You mentioned how we should stay passionate and continue what we love. What
Yeah.
else would you think would be some good advice for us?
Oh, it's tough. That's an open world
Yeah.
there.
Do not listen to all this outside minutia.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to all people tapping on social media. Don't listen to all,
Unless it's positive.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, if it makes
I'm
you feel
Pollyanna.
good,
I always
you
find
know,
it good. So.
if it feels good, you're
Yeah.
gonna want to do it more. But ignore the people who are in your ear. Just the people. You know the kinds of people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure you have friends or know people in school that are like that. That it always seems like they're the ones that have something to say about what you got going on. Well, why don't you worry about yourself?
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Just what you like, what makes you happy. That's what you focus on.
Yeah, there's been a plentiful of advice. I really appreciate it. And as far as your own journey, looking back, what would you give yourself, your own advice, if you had the opportunity to look back and give yourself? What would you say to yourself?
Don't go in that
Wait,
room.
but don't forget to stay unique.
Mm-hmm.
And the advice that he gave you was very good.
Yes.
But don't give up your uniqueness to
Yes.
fit in. Because I see a lot of kids giving up their identity
Right.
just so they'll be liked. And if you're not hurting anybody, go for it. That's what I say. Because we're going to follow you.
Right.
We're going to look at you and we're going to go, look at this person.
Yeah.
He went his own path.
Yep.
And we need those creative people because artists and musicians are creative.
Mhm.
And that's all we do is build uniqueness. That's how we go. So when you see something new that you like, that was an artist.
Exactly.
And if that's what you want to do, go for it.